In this video, we are going to show you the Oasis by Pride Mobility. This is the LC-580iM. This is the medium version. They do make a large version. The medium and the large both have a 375-pound weight capacity, but really the difference is the width and the depth and then the height of the backrest between the two versions. So it will fit somebody from about 4 feet tall up to a little over 6 feet tall. The Oasis LC-580 is called an infinite position power. And what infinite position power means is that your legs and your backrest can move independently, or you have a button on the remote where you can move them simultaneously for your desired comfort. This is a fantastic chair. It has memory foam built into the cushions, so it is a very comfortable seat. Not a lot of them come with this, but it comes standard with a little back lumbar support pillow here as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this unit with you, kind of give you measurements. I'm a 6 foot tall, 200-pound individual. So I'm going to go over with me sitting in it and demonstrating how I look in this lift chair here as well. Now this chair here is the Cashmere Saratoga color. There are many other different color options, but that is what this individual had purchased. So this is the medium version, and I'm going to give you some measurements. Not really what always measures on what you see online. I'm going to physically measure it here because sometimes what you'll see from specs from manufacturers and when you actually measure them, it could be a little bit different. So the first thing we're going to measure is we're going to measure the overall width of the unit. So the width of this unit, if you need to position it somewhere, from outside of armrest to the outside of the other armrest cushion, to safely place it in your home, you're going to need about 37.5 inches. That is going to be the width of the unit. Now your depth of your unit, you do need to be about 20 inches off the wall. So this is probably going to be your highest point back here. And you're at about 41 inches in depth. But you do have to remember this is not a wall hugger. A lot of companies got away from making the wall huggers, but you do need to be at least 20 inches minimum off the wall, because you will see when you recline, it does recline back quite a bit. A couple other measurements that a lot of people need to know is what is the distance in between the armrests. So in between these armrests, you have 20 inches in between these armrests from here to here. And the depth from the front to the back is, if you really put it right in the middle of this cushion, you're about 21 inches. Now obviously you're going to sit back, you're going to suppress it some when you sit on it, but without me suppressing it, it's between 21 to 22 inches in depth. And let me just double check here and make sure my legs are all the way in. They are. Okay. So the next couple things people also need to know is what is the seat to ground height. So on this particular unit, your seat to ground height is about 20.5 inches. They might say 20, depends on where you measure, because you have a higher lip here than you do in the front. So I really like to measure to the highest point. It's about 21 inches seat to ground height. Now this unit does sit on 4 adjustable legs, which we will show you in another video. Those are non-abrasive foot pads, but you still might want to cover them if you have floors that you don't want to scratch. And just remember, if your floor is ever a little uneven, or even with this chair in particular when we got it in, one of the pegs was not, you can screw and unscrew to level it out like you can on a lot of furniture these days. So do remember that. If you feel like it's wobbling a little bit, you can adjust the legs. The unit comes with a remote, which we will show you as well. This remote has up forwards and backwards. If you want to use your simultaneous at the same time, you're going to use these 2 buttons. But you also do have your legs in and out and your back in and out. And then you have 4 buttons over here, which are more like a memory button. On this remote, I did not take it off yet, but right behind here, you do have a USB charging port. So you can charge your cell phone right from this. You don't have to have it actually plugged into the wall. You can plug it right into here since your unit is already powered up. On this unit, you do have 4 pockets. You have 2 pockets on each side. So your remote, you can put it on either side depending on if you want to use it with your left hand or with your right hand. It's just one standard power source that plugs right into a wall. So if you ever do lose power, that's the first thing I would check and make sure that you have it into a proper outlet. So now I'm going to show you me sitting in the unit and going through the functions. All right, so once again, I'm 6 foot tall, a little over 200 pounds, and I am going to show you the forward tilt. They call this on power chairs anterior tilt, which is the forward tilting motion. So you can see how my feet are placed on the ground. You see how it's lifting me up. So what this is going to do is it's going to assist somebody to get in and out of the unit. So what's the hardest part for people when their muscles are not strong, is to go from a complete squatted position to a standing position. So here, whether you have a walker or if you're even able to push off the arms, you can see how your legs do not have to go very far to get to a standing position. And sometimes this tilted position is easier for somebody to get back into it too, because they don't have to feel like they're flopping back in the unit or falling back into it. So you can use this forward anterior tilt to help get in and get out, and also to get back into the unit. So now I'm going to bring the unit back down by just pressing the down button. It really does not stop. It hits a level position and then it begins to instantly tilt you back. Now, like I said, this is the simultaneous at the same time, legs and back. So when you tilt back, you will see them both start to begin to move. So you see, if I continue to hold the button down, my legs are going to begin to rise and my back is going to begin to go backwards. So this is as far as they go simultaneously, but then you can recline your back even farther by pressing one of these buttons here. So from here, you will see you can get into basically almost a zero gravity position where you're laying completely flat, and you can actually even get to where your head is below your feet, which I will begin to demonstrate now. So there are many diagnoses out there that they need to get their feet above their heart for circulation. So in this position here, your feet are above your heart, which can help circulate. But like I said, you can adjust the backrest. So if you don't want to be there, you could come like this and bring your backrest up. You can bring your feet back down. So you can be in a whole different range of positions, however you feel desired. So like, I mean, it's ultimate. That's what I call the infinite position. To get back up, all you would do is press your up arrow, and you will see your backrest and your feet begin to go back to the standard seated position. So once again, this is the Oasis by Pride Mobility. It's the Oasis LC-580iM. This is the Cashmere Saratoga color, 375 pound capacity. It's just a wonderful unit. If you have any questions, give us a call. We'd be glad to speak with you.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.